Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Hello. We are here today to try and play this. No, I didn't change any of my notifications to be JonTron noises. That would have been fun, perhaps. That could have been cute. Yes. We are wearing the pinnacle of style here. I'll get you a full view. We've got all 5 quintuplets here in hoodie form to bring me luck and good fortune, or at least to keep me sane, hopefully, while we play this game. Now, I've never played this. That's not true. I booted it up once, just because it was one of the few Famicom games that I have. So I used it to test to make sure my Famicom works. And it does. Of course, we're playing this on emulator, because we want those imaginary internet points. I think that's going to be a fruitless endeavor, though, because this game is just known for being obtuse and difficult. We'll have fun either way, but yeah, I don't expect to get too far. So, without further stalling, let's get over to the game. Here it is. Now let's turn down the beautiful ambient music from the Pangea series of games, and let's instead I need to turn the music back on for this guy. Let's just reset this guy as well. Why not? Was there no title screen music? Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. This is the game. So, who suggested this game? What's their I'm trying to think of what their Twitch handle is. I think their Twitch handle is Cheat50. However, I believe in Discord they go by Bjorn. I don't think they have it synced up like you do. So that's who we can blame. This will go on YouTube so that they can see it, because I know they don't always catch streams. So yeah, Takeshi's challenge. I am gonna have a guide up because, well, I mean, we'll dick around and we'll explore without the guide for a little bit. But basically this game, oh boy, this game, it's just like, what a game. So you start the game here, you're in your boss's office. You just haven't been performing lately. That's why you'll only get a tiny bonus. Christ, man, get your act together. Alright, so I've collected some money. I can, just punch my boss for giving me such a meager bonus. Oh. I didn't know you could punch him into the desk like this. Well, I think he's stuck there. Look at me. I am the boss now. All right, so we're in a town. We cannot pass through other characters. We have to jump over them. What do we got here? This film sucks. Oh, we're in a theater. Okay. Oops, I dropped some money. There goes my life savings. Wonder what that achievement was for. We'll never know. I agree, they should share the sidewalk. Let's see, we've got a bank. I like banks. Can I punch the ATM? No. Make a withdrawal? No. Hey. Okay. I should mention, this game, of course, never came out in the US, so this is a fan translation. So there might be some rough edges. Ah, yes, the Grilled Mormons. I remember this from the funny internet video. What do you want to drink? Beer, liquor, gut rot sake, quality sake, premium sake. We might as well have the premium sake. All right. Club Akemi. What's in here? Is this like a hostess club or something? I don't really know. Azamichi Kari. Oh, okay. This guy's punching me. I think he's. I'm not sure if he's a yakuza or if he's a cop, but he's punching me, and I don't deserve it. Now here's the karaoke bar, and we will have to figure this out eventually. You're probably gonna have a portion of the video where I have to mess with RetroArch settings to figure out how to get the microphone to work. What's in bar gold? I guess I'm not meant to know. No, stop leaving the bar. There's another one of these guys. Whiskey and water, whiskey on the rocks, bourbon, tequila, vodka. Two of those guys. Nothing down here. Oh, well, how do I get back? How do I... I'm stuck on this street. How do I explore the rest of the town? Oh, this game is very jank for sure. All right, well, let's see what combat is like. This guy was punching me, so let's punch him. All right, we got him. What does that accomplish? Boy, I couldn't tell you. Oh, I think this game was broken before I got here. Not sure how you get punching without taking damage. Let's keep having drinks here. Oh, I'm getting punched. I'm not buying enough drinks, perhaps. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna knock me out. All right. Game over. We'll do one thing real quick that I know you can do. So this is like an area where you can type in a password. I don't know how the password input works. End game, resume, or punch. We're going to punch him. And yeah, you can get a game over without ever technically starting the game, which is great. Okay. So now here's the basic rundown of this game. This is a game in which you quit your job, divorce your wife, and go and become a treasure hunter. Okay? Now, we need to do things in a very particular order in order to accomplish those goals. And none of it is intuitive. I have a guide here in front of me that was linked through the Retro Achievements website. I'm going to follow it. I think it does more or less the same things that the JonTron probably did in his video. I don't know. He might have. So here's the thing, I will say, he had a Famicom and he had the game in front of him, as a prop as well. He was not playing the original game. This is in English. It's a fan translation. I'm pretty sure he was playing the same fan translation as I am. So he might have been playing on emulator. He might have had save states. We won't be using save states because we don't love ourselves that much. And the QQ, they don't believe in save states. So no, we're just gonna do what we can here. So let's follow the guide. Step 1. We need to close our bank account. Of course. Obviously. Here you are. Please file a claim. I don't have money for your kind. Don't put off paying your taxes. Make a withdrawal? Yes. No, I want to close out my account. Did I do the thing? Is my account closed? I've got 50,000 yen. Okay, yep, that appears to be correct. All right, cool. So we've apparently drained our accounts. Now we want to go to the Culture Club. Whatever that is. Here it is. Oh. Okay. What are we doing in the Culture Club? We want to learn the shamisen. So we can pay for a lot of different things here, right? We can learn language, sports, music, dancing, licenses. What's under licenses? How do I get that dialog box to come back up? Do I have to exit and re-enter? I can learn to be a good dancer. Social, breakdance, bamboo. I just want to see what all the options are. You know, there's only one true answer, but we want to know what it is. Sports? What sports can I learn? Scuba diving, hang gliding. Oh, I think we'll have to come back and learn hang gliding, actually. Ballooning, windsurfing, baseball. Language. Can I learn Welsh? English, Spanish, Japanese, Hintabo, Chantara. I don't know what those bottom two are. But we are here to learn music. We can learn how to play the piano, get the guitar, the shakuhachi, which is an instrument I'm not familiar with, the shamisen, which is kind of a traditional Japanese plucked instrument, or the drums. Apparently we need shamisen lessons in the worst way. 45,000 yen. Yeah. Okay. Now we need to go to the karaoke bar, apparently. Joy Joy Street. Let's go to Joy Joy Street. This is the right building, right? Yeah, I think so. Will you get out of my way, lady? I'm trying to... It's like you don't want me to patronize you. Liquor, scotch, brandy. We'll have some scotch. How about another? Well, okay. I want another? Well, okay. I couldn't help but notice you have an empty glass there. Yeah, sure. Give me another. Yeah, sure. Fill me up, barkeep. Huh? It's pitch black. Oh, and now my wife's beating me up. You're drunk again. I told you to stop this. What, got something to say? Spit it out. And here, it's very important that we ask our wife for a divorce. At the bar, they bought an old jukebox. Okay. Well, most jukeboxes you're gonna find, assuming they're not, like, digital somehow, it's probably gonna be 45s. Probably gonna be 45 RPM records. Throughout most of the 60s through to the 80s, that's what jukeboxes used, was 45 RPM 7-inch discs. If it's real old, it'll use 78s, like I got over there. I might have one. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, of course I have props within arm's reach. Who doesn't? So yeah, if it's real old, it'll use one of these. If it's not super old, but still pretty old, it'll use one of these. Why do I have these lying around? I don't tell you how to live your life. Don't tell me how to live mine. 8 tracks in a jukebox. There were such a thing as tape jukeboxes, but they were more for like background music. Like you wouldn't choose a song, they would just kind of play on an infinite loop. So I kind of doubt it runs on any sort of tape, whether that's cassette, 8-track, or anything else. Not saying it's impossible. It might just be something I don't know about. But anyway, gameplay. We have to divorce our wife. We want to choose the last option. We want to divorce. This is not my beautiful wife. You're seeing someone else, aren't you? You won't get away with this. And I can pay alimony or I can punch her. We want to pay alimony. I'll take that. All right. All right. We've successfully divorced our wife. Walk all the way to the right. Hey. Oh, come on. How do I unpause? How do I unpause? No, 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 no. Okay, here we go. Oh, the Yakuza are here. May the world be peaceful. Yeah, tell that to the Yakuza. Do I pass through that door? Stop punching me. Stop with the punching. Okay, we're back here. So now I think we need to go to work? The labels looked like 8-track. But the songs would have the same artist for different choices. Yeah, probably, because most 45s, right? There are certainly exceptions, but most of them, like, this is Pat Boone. Not good music, in my opinion. Good friends with Ozzy Osbourne, as it turns out. This guy, I could go into a whole tirade on Pat Boone, and maybe I will, because it might make Bjorn in the Discord happy. But yeah, Pat Boone here. Yes, when you print off the labels, I don't know, do I have an 8-track tape nearby? I've got one in the other room, but I don't know if I have one on my desk. I might have put it away. But yeah, it's a very square label, and it'll have the artist, and it'll have like 2 selections on there, and there'll be like different buttons for that for like a couple of different artists potentially. And yeah, that's basically choosing if you want to play the A side or the B side of the given record. Okay, so now that we've divorced our wife and we've paid our alimony, now we can collect money freely. So we're collecting our meager bonus. Okay, and now we have to quit. What do you want? I am signing my resignation. Okay, thanks for your service over the years. Here's a little something. Please accept. All right, so now I get severance pay. Okay. And apparently I was hiding money in this bush. My secret savings. Yeah, because obviously, squatting in front of this bush equals get money. Also, he's doing like a little Russian step dance thing almost. I don't know. Ha 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 ha. All right. So now we have $800,000 and a divorce letter. Isn't that great? Now we go back to the Culture Club. Try not to get punched. And we need to learn... What do we need to learn here now? Hang gliding. We're going to learn a sport. Okay. And now we got to leave and go back in so we can learn... What else? The Hintoba language, apparently. Perhaps that's the language they speak on the island that we're eventually going to go to. Okay. What next? We need to go down this alleyway. And we need to buy a plane ticket? Okay. We want an airplane ticket to the South Pacific. Okay. Now we need to earn a shamisen from the pachinko parlor. So we need to go to Dick's Pachinko. Also, why is this guy beating me up? Oh, some different music. Well, finally. This is the first section of the game that requires you to use the microphone of the second controller. Okay. This is the part of the game where now I have to toggle through RetroArch menus to figure out how the microphone works. So, apologies. We'll tell you what. Let's turn back on the Pangu music while I futz with this, eh? Let's do that. That way you're not sitting in silence, just listening to me doing heavy breathing. I have a strong suspicion my game has been muted the entire time and you haven't heard any of the horrible music that's been playing. Oops. And apparently my microphone too? No. Okay. OBS is just being weird then. You've been vibing. Okay. You would have told me if something was horribly wrong with stream. I trust that. Okay. So... Input. Controller turbo speed. No, that's not what I want. Shift this clockwise. That's not what I want. Overclock, none. Oh, this is gonna be terrible, isn't it? You know what? I'm gonna try to be smart. I'm sure someone else has had this problem before. Let's try Googling it. Other search engines are available. Retro Arch, Famicom, Mike, Takeshi. Yes, yes, yes. She's very, very excited about it. Pressing controller 2 down plus A will allow microphone inputs to be registered with controller 2A presses instead. Oh, interesting. Okay, so really I don't need to set up the microphone per se. I just need to set up a second player. Okay. I can probably manage that. Surely. Port 2 controls. Here we go. Aha. Okay. So I think we're happy about that. Okay, we're going to turn off the vibes music. Yeah, listen to this again. Aha! Yes, see, he said hello. Okay, that's good. So that means the microphone's working. Fantastic. We are off to the races. Where's my guide? There it is. Okay. What do we need to do here? And from now on, I only need to press the A button. Here. This is also the scene of a big fight, so make sure you have a good amount of health. I only have 1 heart. We might have to replay up to this point. Sit down at one of the pachinko machines. Buy the smallest amount of balls. Done. Lose all of your balls. I'm sad that the pachinko machine doesn't make pachinko noises. It's not It's not so immersive, this. Oh, we won like 20 balls there. No, we want to lose all our balls. Thank you, dear. The wife was just reminding me that my balls are in her purse, so we're on the same page here. Shut up, you dick. Okay, alright. Oh, we died. Okay. So. Want to see me do that again? This is the gameplay loop. But this time we kind of know what we're doing, so we can maybe do it a little better. I don't know if we can avoid damage, but, you know, we'll sure try. Let's see. What did it want us to do first? Oh yeah, go to the culture club. Yeah, we need to buy shamisen lessons, that's right. Right? No, we need to go to the bank. We need to close our bank account. We can't afford shamisen lessons unless we close out our bank account. Those lessons are expensive. Okay, now I have money. Nope, stop punching me, please. Oh my god. How does one restore their health in this game? No, I'm just gonna beat up innocent townspeople. I'm sorry that you had to see that. Don't look. Good lord. Okay. How do I avoid the Yakuza types? Maybe I go into my work? Nope, that didn't work. It makes no difference. I really don't know how you're meant to avoid these guys. Shamisen lessons, please? Monsieur? Oh, thank you. So now we need to go get drunk. Go get blackout drunk so we can divorce our wife. I believe that is correct. Alright, let's drink a bunch of scotch. I'm not drinking scotch, but I'll drink.
Okay, we're blackout drunk, and now we are home. Alright. Get the divorce papers, pay alimony. Alright. Leave my home, which is no longer my home. The wife can have it. Don't punch me. It's not kind. Alright, now we need to go collect our salary from our boss, because we are, of course, salaryman. Damn it. We took a heart. Okay. So, we need to collect our salary. Our small bonus. Yep. Now we need to offer our resignation. Punch your manager. Flatter him. I already punched him. That was fun. Didn't accomplish much. Alright, and then find our secret life savings. Back to the Culture Club. Stop with the punching, please. We need hang gliding lessons. We need lessons on how to speak the Hintabo language? Hintabo. I'm assuming that's a fictional language, but it could be real for all I know. Okay, no, we need to go down here. We need to go to the travel agency. We would like one island cruise plane ride to the South Pacific, please. Alright, now we gotta go to Dink's Pachinko. Boy, how do you get to Dick's Pachinko? That guy is... What's Yacho? Nothing I can do, apparently. Tachibana Flowers. Nagahana Confection. Caramel? Well, the caramel doesn't appear to do anything. I was hoping that buying food might heal my health. And maybe it does. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Hello. Alright, so the idea is we're losing all of our balls, right? But we're supposed to, like, shout as we lose, like, come on, come on, come on! And then they'll try and kick us out for being loud. Also, I've somehow won 100 balls. So we're gonna be here losing balls for a while. No. Stop winning. Stop winning! No! No! Stop winning! The number just keeps going up! Well, I mean, I think that's fine. Like, if you want to make me win, that's okay. How many do I need? Either I need to lose all my balls, or I just need to win 5,000 balls. Legit. Or 4,000 balls, excuse me. I mean, we're halfway to getting 4,000, pretty much, so I guess we'll just keep doing this. I don't know. I've got the machine in a good rhythm. I mean, this is probably good because obviously the combat in this game is, I mean, scuffed doesn't quite begin to describe it. So, if we can just get 4,000 balls by gambling legit, that probably is preferable. You know, winning legit is good too. Come on, 500 more. You can do it. Pachinko? Why have I been kicked off the machine? Can I have shamisen? You don't have enough balls? Well, let me play again. I am very confused as to what just happened there, but I got an achievement for it. I think I got kicked off the machine for winning too much. For being too good at pachinko, for being a pachinko god. I think that's what happened. So now we just have to try and lose our balls this, like, slow way by, like, deliberately doing a long pull, because I don't seem to be winning any balls over here on the right side of the pachinko screen. Whereas before, all of our balls, I think, were falling into this little catcher and netting us extra points. What a game! Who knew the pachinko parlor would be the final boss? Thank goodness there isn't any gameplay beyond this. Alright, we've got 5 balls left. Come on. Come on. Shut up, you dick. Perfect. That's what I want. Okay, so there's some Yakuza toughs. You can fight the Yakuza members or cower behind the prize desk, but you must knock out at least one member. Okay. Ah! Game over! Damn. I'm just looking at some of the achievements here to see if there's like some other ones we can like go for. Acquire all 10 eligible items / skills from the Culture Center. Gosh, that sounds expensive. Use a hidden warp outside Dick's Pachinko. Yeah, we might go for that. We could perhaps do some karaoke. I mean, we'll have to at anyways, but yeah, we could do some. I want the shamisen though. Reveal every special message in Japan Crazy City. What the hell does that mean? I have no idea. Let's look for this hidden warp outside of Dick's Pachinko. Alright, that's our goal for this playthrough. And that's our only goal. Aha! I found it! Well, time to beat up this small child. This is a Nintendo game where you can beat up small children. You know, just for whatever that's worth. Oh, and we're at that house on the end of my block. Okay. Well, very good. Alright, well, we've succeeded what we wanted to do for this gameplay loop. We found a hidden warp zone. To the right of the pachinko entrance on the building wall. I just added a little hint for anybody else who might be trying to get that one. Okay. Well, we did a you know, a dumb thing. Now we have to try the gameplay loop legit again. Oh boy. Here we go, closing our accounts. What a game, what a game. Give me my money, all that I've got. Give me my money. Okay, can I bait him away? I don't think I baited him away from anything. Oh, and he's preventing me from getting into the goddamn building. Boy. You know what? No, we've already lost two hearts here. And we haven't even done nothing yet. Yakuza. Finish me. I don't know if there was some sort of, like, prize, or if Takeshi would, like, acknowledge you if you actually beat his game back in the day. I don't really know what the incentive was. I think this is just kind of Takeshi Kitana trolling the Japanese video gaming youth at large. And maybe adults, I don't know. I don't know how much appeal Takeshi Kitana had to youths in 1986. This might have been marketed towards a more mature audience. Please give me the shamisen lessons. Now, I think it does technically say in the guide that I'm looking at. Where is it? That the shamisen stuff is optional? But it doesn't really tell me what the alternative is, so I'm going to go through it as though it is not optional. And we are going to continue along as though the shamisen is the only thing in the world that we would ever want. Stop punching me, sir! Alright, we gotta avoid the wife. Okay, good. She didn't punch us. We're leaving you. I'm gonna pay you alimony. There's nothing over here. Buddy, you doing okay? Alright. No, stop with the punching. Alright, now we gotta quit our job. Boy, those sales figures look real bad. I am quitting my job. My secret savings. Okay, we need sports. We need hang gliding lessons. Language. Hintabo. Oh yeah, no. This is where we want to go? This is where the travel agent is, right? Yes. I'm gonna try something here. I don't know that it'll do anything, but we're gonna try it. I'm still under the belief there's something in the back of my head that tells me food heals health. So we're gonna go to that, we're gonna try to find that Grilled Mormons shop, which I'm sure is, like, a weird mistranslation. But I think that's, like, some sort of noodle shop. Oh, drink? No, 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 no. I don't want a drink. I want food. No. No. No, I want food. What's in Club Akemi? Do you have food? No. You say you have snacks. You have no snacks. No. Fine, give me water. No, I don't want anything. Oh my gosh, I'm trapped in a loop. I think you've had enough of the complimentary water. Let me leave! Oh, I think I've screwed this up. In my efforts to look for healing, I've goofed it. I've had enough. Okay. I'm not convinced it's possible to heal. This is very much Groundhog Day. Very, very much so. Very Groundhog Day. Well, I guess all we can do is go to Dick's Pachinko Parlor to die. Unless a haircut heals me somehow? I somehow doubt that. Oh, I didn't mean to punch you. I'm so sorry. Don't shout like that, man. Okay. Nobody wants to talk to me. What do you like? Porno, Takeshi's autograph, Das Kapital, diet book, and treasure map. Sure, if you would like to, you are welcome to seek out that information. This isn't the type of game I think you beat without a walkthrough unless you're very, very bored. Okay, good. The Yakuza are here. Oh! Yes, I got one! Look at me, I'm cowering. Alright. I think eventually they'll stop, according to this. You restore health by drinking tequila. Okay, I might have to search for the bar that has tequila. Okay, they're not scared of me. But maybe if I just stand here and punch them. Oh no! Boo! Boo! Okay. Alright, that was a gameplay loop where we tried to do it legit. Now we get a gameplay loop where we try to do something silly, perhaps. Oh, I should at least give you the pleasure of the music. Okay. Here's what we'll do this gameplay loop. We're gonna get a unique death animation. Alright. So we're gonna skip the whole divorcing the wife thing. Because I don't think we need to do it for this loop. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take all of our money. Yes, I get to stay married in this one. We are going to go to the travel agent. We're gonna buy a ticket. To, sure, the Middle East. Why not? Okay. Okay. Now we need to go to the airport. We need to catch our flight. We're gonna... We've got a date with an Arab prince who's left us several million denarii in his will. So we need to go meet with him and get some paperwork notarized. Standard stuff. Here we go. Here's the airport. And there we go. Was that a terrorist act? An accident? A mysterious... I didn't get to read it all. Your plane explode. You're not allowed to board the plane unless you board the plane to the right place and only if you've met certain conditions. What a game! What a game! Alright, well, now we have to try the proper gameplay loop, don't we? Oh my goodness. Alright. Time to go through the alimony dance again. Gotta defraud my wife. Classic Nintendo game behavior. Yeah, the music's okay. I just wish it wasn't the same track on the same loop forever. It's not the most grating thing I've ever heard, but it isn't brilliant either. Oh right, I need shamisen lessons. Very important. Well, in-game, we don't know anything about my wife in-game. My wife in-game... all I know about my wife in-game is that if I show up blackout drunk, she punches me and accuses me of having an affair. That is all we know about this wife. Okay. This is the bar, apparently, where you can buy the tequila. Valid behavior? I mean, it's not entirely valid. Like, maybe the punching is a bit not the best, but, maybe don't show up blackout drunk. And then maybe the accusations stop. Maybe that's simple cause and effect. I don't know. Oh no! There we go. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. I wish to leave you and my child behind. Have this money as a pittance. I run away now. Hey, stop at the punch. Alright, now we gotta go quit our job. Alright, he says I'm a lousy employee. Thanks, boss. Much appreciated. You're bald. You know. Apparently in Japanese culture, calling someone bald, like calling him baldy, is like just hugely, like, offensive. Like, it's like the worst thing you can call a person. Alright, teach me how to speak Hintabo, please. Alright, and teach me how to hang glide, please. Okay. Next, we need to buy a plane ticket. That's right. And then I think after we buy that plane ticket, we're gonna buy some tequila. If we can afford it. South Pacific, please. No, please leave me alone. I just want my tequila. Oh my god. The one bar that heals you is the one full of Yakuza who can hurt you. What nonsense is this? Alright, well I'm up to 3 hearts. I'm just gonna have to hope that's enough. How do I get out of here? How do I leave the bar? How do I leave this, the alleyway with the bars? Do I have to black out drunk at the karaoke club again? Is that the only way home? Either that or in a body bag? Oh, what a lovely game. Alright. It's the only way I can think of to get home, is to have them call a taxi for me when I'm blackout drunk. Oh my gosh, what a game. What a game. Alright, in the end, did my tequila adventure make any difference? I don't know, I've got 3 hearts right now. We're gonna hop in the bookstore real quick, just because I've observed that if I do that, I can get to the pachinko parlor a little easier. Alright.
Let's just test the mic. Yep, hello. Very good. We will buy 100 balls, and now we will attempt to lose them all in rapid succession. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And now we shout because we're losing our balls. And now the Yakuza are mad at us for dirtying their fine establishment. All right. I beat one up. This didn't work last time. But I'm hoping maybe this time, now that I've knocked one out. In theory, they're supposed to basically offer me 5,000 pachinko balls to go away. In theory. After some time, if you haven't been defeated, someone will talk to you and offer you 5,000 balls to go away quietly. I mean, you know, it says after some time. Some time could be 2 minutes, it could be 2 years. Yeah, no such luck. Alright. What other memey thing can I do? What other memey type thing can I do? Go on my music rant? What, talk about Pat Boone? I could. Sure. We'll talk about Pat Boone. Why not? So I'm gonna, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna see, there's an achievement for buying like 10 different things from the Culture Club. I'm gonna see how much of that I can buy, like, you know, basically just all in one go. You know, I won't be able to afford a plane ticket, but that's fine. That's not really my goal right now. So, Pat Boone. Look, by all accounts, he's probably a swell guy. You know? And I think he has a good sense of humor about his place in music history. But, you know, back in the 50s, Elvis got a lot of flack for, you know, stealing black music and making it white. And that's a whole discussion that you can have. Valid arguments. Pat Boone kind of went a step further. He made rock and roll lame. Like, really, really lame. He would. I don't think he wrote any songs of his own. He might have, but I'm not aware of any. And he would take the same sorts of songs that Elvis was recording, or, you know, other popular artists of the time, like, you know, Chuck Berry or whatever. And he would almost turn the rock and roll into, like, easy listening. It was like... I don't know. It was just drab and dreary and awful. And he did that for, like, 20 years? Now, eventually, I don't know when he released this album, but he released a album later in his life called In a Metal Mood, where he does, like, easy listening covers of metal songs. And that album is kind of funny, because it's, like, very self-aware. It's like... I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. You know, it's kind of like Postmodern Jukebox, except Postmodern Jukebox is good. And I don't think Pat Boone is very good. Alright, we've got a Hintabo language lesson, we've got a pilot's license, a sailing license, a ballooning license. Let's see if we can learn how to scuba. We might run out of money, I don't know. But I kind of just want to see if we can do it, because there's an achievable. Yeah, Ozzy, yeah. Apparently, him and Ozzy were, like, neighbors, or, like, were otherwise very good friends. And, you know, good for them. Good for Ozzy for having a sense of humor about covers of his songs like that. And honestly, good for Pat Boone for realizing, hey, I'm known for, like, taking songs and making them suck. Let's make metal. Let's do that with metal. And I don't know, that's just kind of funny. Apparently we need to learn to break dance, potentially? I don't know. Dancing. We gotta learn the Cosmic F, the Moonwalk, the Zero G, all the great dance moves. Alright, let's see if I can still afford those shamisen lessons. Oh, I misclicked. I clicked on the other instrument that begins with SH, so I will not buy that lesson. Music, music, music. Shamisen lessons. Okay, we've got 7 of them. Oh, you know what? We do need that other... The shakuhachi. If anyone knows what a shakuhachi is, let me know, because it's not an instrument I am familiar with. Alright, let's get our hang gliding certificate. So there's like 25 different things you can buy from this shop. Apparently only 10 of them are actually useful to the game. The other 15 are just there to waste your money. And we're just kind of, for this gameplay loop, we're just buying all the ones that are actually useful in one go. There we go. The Culture Club has taught me all of its secrets. And I've spent all my money. I probably can't even afford... Well, I wonder. I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I can still afford the tickets, but... At any rate, this isn't what the walkthrough tells me to do, so... This is where this gameplay loop ends. Alright, time to go through the old song and dance again. There is apparently an achievement for getting all the way to the South Pacific without taking damage, and I don't even... like, somebody's done it. At least one person has done it, so it is possible. But good lord. What are we doing? We're buying the shamisen lessons. That's right. That's always the first thing we do with our money. See, I've already taken damage. It's like... I don't know how you... And there's no good way to, like, punch the Yakuza guys without getting punched yourself, so I don't get it. I do not get it. Alright. We have our shamisen lessons. Time to get blackout drunk, baby! Let's go get swifty. Go get shwasted. Oh. There we go. Divorce, please. Pay alimony. Now we gotta go quit our job. Make sure we never earn money again. Whoops, 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 whoops. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Alright, take our small bonus. Resign. Find our secret money. Come on, I just want to know how to get past you without taking damage. Is crouching the solution? I mean, it is, but it isn't. Like, if I do that, they still punch me the exact frame I stand up to punch them. So, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not too concerned with doing anything damageless. I would just be happy to get to the island. We've been at this for an hour and a half, so I have my doubts that we'll get there, but, you know, It's a possibility. All right, good. Microphone works. Just 100 pachinkos for me, please. I'm on a diet. Eclipse, if I were an eccentric millionaire, I'd probably own a jukebox, but they require a fair bit of maintenance to keep them going. Also, you know, they're industrial machines, so they're not exactly the kindest to your records, so you would want to make sure that you don't put anything too valuable in there. So I've been told, you know, put in duplicates or records you don't care too much about if they get a little dinged up. That's it for today. No, it didn't work. I didn't swear enough about losing my balls. Do 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 do. There we go. Now the Yakuza have been summoned. Okay, I beat up 2 of them this time. Wow, you're so weak. Hey, those guys had loads of pachinko balls. Wow, 5,000 balls. What a haul. And now we can finally get the shamisen. That's amazing. I respect you. We got the shamisen! Yay! Okay, what's next? We have to sing karaoke. But there's gonna be another fight, so realistically, we need to somehow get to the bar with tequila and not die, and load up on tequila to heal ourselves. That is the true goal. Tequila, please. I'm halfway through watching a YouTube video I find mildly interesting. So there was a movie in the 70s, early 80s called The Cannonball Run. And it's about a real life thing that people do where they drive from, like, I think New York to LA. Basically as fast as they can. And they break a lot of laws while doing it, usually speed laws, so it's like, you know, not something we can really condone, right? But, okay, so I think this is the karaoke bar. Sorry, I'll get back to it. Just gotta read first. Okay. So I'm gonna have 2 drinks. I'm gonna have 1 liquor. Well, okay, I'll have another. Want another? No, thank you. 2 drinks is plenty. I've had enough. Won't you sing karaoke? All right. Ladies. Ladies, please. What kind of song do you want to sing? I'll find out. Now, the Cannonball Run, so yeah. Like, normally this drive takes like 44 hours. Some people have done it in like 26, which is pretty impressive. And I'm watching a video about the people who most recently broke the EV record for the Cannonball Run. Because at 25 hours, that's like a gas car. But there's like subcategories, like fastest time in a diesel, fastest time in a hybrid. Yeah, so there's an EV category. And, I don't know, I'm watching that video and learning about the modifications they had to make to the car to beat the record is pretty interesting. You'll be offered a selection of 5 genres and 5 songs, but the bar only has 4 songs available. They prefer ballads. And Rain of Tears, I think, is the one we want to sing. And I'm just tapping A, because I think that's what you do. That was great. Will you sing an encore? Well, okay. Now, let's see here. There's 4 types of songs here, apparently. Hato Popo is a song we can sing. So we might sing that. Okinawa Yunta, that's one we can sing. What do we got under pop songs? Cat Experience. Yes, we want to sing that one. Okay, good. We're gonna sing another song. Is that the dance from Okinawa anime? I have no idea. I just know that these are the songs I am allowed to sing in this game. That was shit! Get out of here! No, no, no. No, guys, it was good. It was a good song. They don't like that one. They like the cat one. And they like, well, maybe I'm just singing them wrong. I bet I'm just singing them wrong. You are going to like my song. That was great. Will you sing an encore? Yes. We're gonna sing the stupid children's song. Hato Popo. That was shit. No, 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 it was good. You guys just don't know what good taste is. I'm just gonna try mashing the button a little faster. No, 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 it's good. I'm doing a great job. It's you who lack taste. No! You will love my song! It's a good song! Stop bullying me! Who knew that karaoke would be the final boss? Hato Popo. Mame ga hoshika. Sori mina de nakayoshi tabe ni koi. No! I'm doing a great job. I'm doing great. Am I failing because I'm not actually singing? Because I don't know these songs? I see. Popo, hato popo, mame ga hoshika, sori yarozu, mina de nako tabe nikoi. Alright, we've successfully sung every karaoke song, which is great. Now, how do I get out of this loop? Okay, so... No, apparently I need to keep singing. Apparently. So we're just gonna go back to, the Rain of Tears, because that's, I think, the easiest one? Setsunai omoi wo uta ni shite ame furu shi. I don't know what the rhythm's supposed to be. Look, I can read the phonetics here, but that doesn't mean anything. Get out of here. No, I'm good at singing. Stop it. They don't love me anymore. I would sing other songs, but this karaoke bar only has 4 songs, despite having, like, 25 available to choose from. There's actually only 4, apparently. Stop saying I'm bad at this. I'm good at this. Fine, we're singing the cat one. We're singing Cat Experience. Okay, they like that one. We're gonna sing the cat one again, and in theory, if I do that one well... I should cause some sort of fight to break out. After you sing for a second and third time, they will ask you to sing another song at random. Okay, so I need to sing this song a third time, I think. Okay, maybe... Okay, so now we need to go get more tequila, because my health is low. What is going on? Why are my controls all janked? Hope I can afford this. Alright, let's get back up to 4 hearts. Okay, let's leave. Let's go to the karaoke bar. The song will start. You must sing well enough to get complimented 3 times. Maybe it has to be 3 times in a row, and because I had some that was shit get out of here's, maybe that failed it. If you do well, you'll be asked to sing 1 more song. If you do not get this message, you are being asked to quit. Agree to sing another song after you sing... Yeah, okay, so I think it has to be in a row. So we found out that I'm best at singing the song about cats, so we're gonna keep doing that. So, we drink 1. We drink 2. I say I've had enough. We agree to do some karaoke. Get out of my way. I think this one's Nickelback. I'm a Pop Star. Blue Socks, that's Carl Perkins. Watch Hour for Love? Must be Watch Out for Love. Maybe that's like Stop in the Name of Love. Eloping at Night. I mean, that's gotta be Gardening at Night by, REM. Big alternative fans. Japan was big fans of REM's 1990s work in 1986. And then The Cat Experience, the best song. Soro demo nadaka Shizudaki mochi. Okay, they like that one. So we're gonna sing the exact same song again, because they don't care. Ha itsu demo to nandaka shita ba ba ba. Alright, we'll do it one more time. And this time, because we sang great every time, they should continue to love us and offer us new options. Don't be a dick. Stop hogging the mic. Brawl. Brawl is the right option, I believe. Alright, so we have to beat up these women? This is what the game says. I'm sorry, I don't wanna. And I have to beat up this Yakuza guy. Alright. And now I'm just gonna squat here. Okay, that old man is important, I think. The man will offer you a piece of paper. How do I get the old man to offer me the paper? You are given two options. Choose the bottom option, brawl, and a fight will break out in the bar. Yakuza members will show up. You have to eliminate any hostess that is standing in the bar, as that will prevent you from earning the treasure map. After all the women have been beaten up, beat up one of the Yakuza members. After a while, an old man shows up. The old man will offer you... Don't shout like that. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, old man. You're good for a youngin'. You might be able to solve this map's riddle. Here, take this treasure map. We got the treasure map. Okay. The old man gave you a blank piece of paper. What will you do? Here are our options. If we soak it in water, we have to let the game sit for 5 minutes, but not more than 10. Without touching the controllers. If we choose the fifth option, to expose it to sunlight, we must allow the game to sit for an hour without touching the controller. If you touch it before the hour is up, the map will disintegrate and you'll have to do this again. So apparently, soaking it in water. All right, we're going to do this. This is so stupid. All right, we're soaking it. We have to wait 5 real life minutes. So at about 3:08, 3:09 p.m., something like that, we can continue to play the game. Isn't this great? Isn't this so good? It's so good. What shall we talk about for 5 minutes? It's a great question. It's a wonderful question. Oh yeah, this is immersion. Yeah, we're just chatting now. This is a just chatting stream all of a sudden. I mean, have I shown you lately how good the artwork is on the Japanese Spyro manual? Because it's always worth remembering. I mean, look at that. That's art. That's so good. Talk about 1940s cricketer Len Hutton. Well, he played cricket in the 1940s. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's the extent of my knowledge. Everything I know about him, you've told me in that sentence right there. Bleach and Blue Exorcist. You know, I've never seen Blue Exorcist. Or maybe I've only seen like an episode here or there. It's not something I've ever sat down and watched. So I know very, very little about it. This is nearly empty. Might as well dump the rest of it out in here. Bring this bottle upstairs, throw it away. YouTube Wrapped? Oh, no. I didn't know there was a YouTube Wrapped. I'll have to... I don't know if I want to know. I mean, I'm curious enough that I guess I'll look, but I will. Spotify Wrapped was fine. It's always fine. I hear Apple Music Wrapped was fine. Is YouTube Wrapped better or worse than when they would do like those year in review videos with like, didn't they have Will Smith in one and it was like really, really bad? Wasn't that a thing? I seem to remember that being a thing. I don't know if YouTube does those types of videos anymore. Maybe they do. It didn't end up in my top 5 albums, thankfully. Surprisingly. No, it was like Traveling Wilburys, a couple of Beach Boys records, and the Ringo Starr solo record ended up being my top 5, I think. Oh, and Beatles 1, I think, was up there as well. Yeah, it was like Beatles, Wilburys, yeah, something like that. And then Billy Strings ended up in my top 5, because I ended up listening to a lot of his other stuff when we were doing the Ringo research. But, yeah, the 2 Virgins side 1 did end up being in my like top 20 or 30 tracks listened to for the year, which is, you know, about right. Said I listened to it like, I don't know, more than 6, less than 12. I don't really remember. Listened to it a bunch of times. I gave it a good shake. I gave it a fair, solid shake. And I didn't care for it. All right, we're going to wait for my computer clock to change to 3:09 p.m. And then I'm going to cry into the controller. I'm going to use the microphone again in order to reveal the treasure map. They're trying to invent new horoscopes? I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, it's like any bad, you know, back in my day, we had bad, like, personality quizzes on, like, I don't know. A lot of them were on dating sites, but you didn't have to be a member of the dating site to take the quiz. And a lot of them were, like, anime themed, so you ended up doing these weird quizzes on dating sites. I don't know why. All right. Oh, no, you ruined the paper! No! I ruined the paper, but I waited 5 minutes. But no, I waited enough time. There was time now. There was time. I'm crying now. I'm very much crying right now. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. What else can we do? Reveal every special message in Japan Crazy City. I'm going to assume, perhaps wrongly, that that's like... Flattery will get you nowhere. Well, I thought maybe I could, like... say hi to everybody. But they don't want to say hi to me. They want to punch me. I don't get this one. If I go this way, can I go straight home to my wife? Like, I don't get it. Don't shout like that, man. Don't tell me what to do. Fucking stop that! What do you want? What? We're all family, bro. Be nice. Officer, there's a strange man here. Sorry, but could you please fill in this form? Okay then, do you believe in God? What? Who am I? Where am I? Don't talk to me like that. I'm not your buddy, guy. Do you know me, sir? Anata no tame nara dokoma nemo tsuitekeru watashi. Yeah. I think that last one wasn't, translated. Eek, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Ah! Murderer! No, I didn't murder anybody. What the hell? Don't shout like that. Fucking stop that. Can I shout at the Yakuza? Very, very strange, this one. Alright, this child does not wish to speak to me. Which is fair, I broke into his house. May the world be peaceful indeed. Well, it's late. Go to bed. Work hard. Bye-bye. Oh, that's not translated. Oh no, my wife's an NPC! She just says NPC dialogue. Oh no! Maybe that's why I'm getting a divorce. Truly a fate worse than death. Would you still love me if I was an NPC? Is that gonna be the new if I was a worm? Yeah, probably. Imagine you're walking up to somebody saying hello and them saying, fucking, can you not? Okay, I do not understand what this one is trying to do. I've left a comment on this one I was trying for because it didn't do anything. All right, look. I've been burned by that treasure map. I mean, I guess I'll leave it up to you guys. We can try one more time to get that treasure map. And try to reveal its secrets properly. Or we could stop and we could do something else, potentially. I don't know. I don't know what the right call is here. This game is jank. You'd like to try one more time. It is tough being a salaryman in these trying times. Why did you play this one? Because I think they go by 2 aliases, but Cheat 50, I believe they are on Twitch. Otherwise, they go by Bjorn in the Discord. They gifted me this game, well, around the time I got the Famicom. So about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago now at this point. And, you know, they wanted to see me try and play it. And I tried. Boy, God, oh God, did I try. And it's tough. And I mean, we knew it would be, right? Like, that was never in question. You need to seize the means of production. You know, there was the option to buy Das Kapital in one of the bookstores. Is that what you're saying? I need to go buy Das Kapital? I don't think that's the solution. Somehow. I just don't believe that can possibly be the solution. We'll give it one more go. We'll give it another shot. It does have challenge in the name. That's true. That's very true. If I wanted to play Takeshi's Picnic in the Park hand-holding extravaganza, I should have bought that game instead. All right, we'll give this one more solid go. And you know what we might do? Reveal the treasure map. Sorry, just give me a moment here. Okay. You know what? You know what? The whole point of this game is to get to the treasure cave, right? All right. This game is torture, right? Here's a stupid one. We might employ speed up for this. I'm just gonna make this a little smaller here. You see this counter that's going up? Apparently, if you punch at the title screen 30,000 times, you get warped to the treasure cave. So, let's listen to some vibe music. And let's get punching. I will allow some speed up here, I think. This is the game! I want to see that treasure cave. Takeshi Kitano's Carpal Tunnel Simulator 1986. %. Oh, what even can I tell you about? Here's... Can put on turbo? I don't remember how. That would be smart. Yeah, maybe I should look that up. To avoid the carpal tunnel. Change turbo fire settings. Turbo. Here we go. Oh, that's gun turbo. Well, I don't quite follow. I don't quite follow. Look, I'm very not smart when it comes to this sort of thing. It's also partially not my fault. Like, RetroArch is just a not intuitive, to me at least, UI. There's fast forward. What does this even mean? Where, oh where? Okay, port 1 controls. Device index, device reservation type, reserved for this player, mouse index. What is a DNS server? Domain name something or other. It's the bit that turns the URL, the www. It's what translates that into IP addresses that the computers can actually, like, use. This says turbo, but that clearly is only for guns. But I don't know. We'll give it a shot. I doubt that did anything. Oh, no, it does. Okay, good. Turbo button. Hooray! The T is for turbo. Alright, we're at 1,000. Only 29,000 to go. What do you think of the color of Mr. Salaryman's suit? It's kind of like a Windows 95 teal. What do you think of that? Is that a good suit color? Would you wear such a suit? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of been the case off and on for the past couple years, I think. With in regards to hardware. You know, the general consensus among, I think, people who know enough about like AI stuff is that it's really hurting consumer electronics, just availability, because all the resources are going into the AI. And then there's of course the issues of like the data centers for AI using all of the local municipal resources, and that's not cool either. I don't know what the solution is there. I mean, I'd like to tell them to stop, but A, they don't listen to me, and B, there's a demand for it. I'm not sure how much of the demand is manufactured, but there is a demand. You could see me wearing that suit? Potentially. Potentially. I wouldn't want to spend too much money on it, though. That's my only thing. I feel like a suit in that color, I feel like that's a premium option that would cost me a number of dollars that I do not wish to spend. Have the AI bubble burst? Maybe. I don't know. It's I mean, it's looking awfully bubble shaped, but I'm not an economist, so don't take your financial advice from me. Spy X family suit? Well, I suppose it's probably pretty similar. The Spy X family suit is more green, where this is kind of striking the true balance between green and blue. The other thing is, because it's the 80s, now I don't know what Japanese salaryman suit trends were, but since this is the 80s, at least in America, we all had huge shoulder pads, whereas Spy X Family taking place in the pseudo 1960s, you know, it's a lot more slim, kind of more form-fitting suit. Do I have a favorite suit I own? Oh, probably. So I've got that brown sports coat that I wear every now and again, like sometimes even on stream. The brown one with kind of the blue kind of check pattern. I like that one a lot. It's just very easy to wear. It matches a lot of things. It's not uncomfortable. I like my bright red blazer. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's good. It's good fun. I think somebody was telling me that it probably belonged to one of those, like, I don't know what you would call them. Secret society sounds like a little hokey, but like one of those like gentlemen's social clubs that were so popular throughout the early 20th century, the Elks, the Oddfellows, you know, those types. We think it's an Oddfellows jacket. At least somebody looked at it and said it was, based on the buttons that were used on it. I don't know how true that is, but I like that it's bright red. It's kind of cartoonish. I've used it to dress up as the devil for Halloween once or twice. Just throw on some horns and throw on the red blazer and you're good to go. I did find an Armani jacket once at a thrift store, and I went through a whole rabbit hole of learning about fake Armanis and real Armanis, and based on everything I found, if it's not a real Armani, it's a damn good fake, because I also found it, like, in the mid-2000s. Like, there's probably better Armani fakes now, but I think back then, the fakes were pretty crap. So based on when I found the suit, I don't think it's fake. I am a little bummed because I've gotten a little fat over the years, so it doesn't fit me as well as it used to. So that's a little too bad. Takeshi could do with a gentleman's club? Maybe. I would say those are probably the top contenders I have for favorite. The rest of the suits I currently have in my possession are fine. You know, they serve a purpose. You know, I've got a dark black suit. I've got a couple of blue suits. I have a kind of gray window pane kind of check suit that's pretty good, but I haven't worn it in a while. I used to have a couple of other more fun blazers, but they kind of, I outgrew them as well, unfortunately. Thoughts on the AI dubs from Amazon? I heard about those, Eclipse. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they've tried that. It surprises me a little bit more that the studios, like the original anime studios, signed off on that, because presumably they would have had to. I guess it doesn't surprise me entirely, but, you know, a little bit. I'm a tiny bit surprised that they said, yeah, no, you can do that, Amazon, that's fine. I'm not surprised by the backlash. And I'm not surprised that Amazon is only backtracking on the shows that are having the largest amount of backlash. I haven't listened to the dubs. I can't tell you, you know, qualitatively if they're actually good or bad. Of course, even if they're decent, you know, the point is that it's AI, and AI killing creative jobs, you know, taking voice actor work is shitty. Oh, I'd probably wear it. You know, I wouldn't mind having it. I mean, that's the trouble, is that I am weird sizes. A lot of the Christmas suits that I've seen come in, like, standard sizing. So, like, if you buy a suit, it's going to be an XL. And I'm of the belief that you should not buy a blazer or sports coat or a suit in, small, medium, large, XL sizes. You should get it in proper suiting sizes. Is that might be an elitist outlook? Because, like, if you're looking at things in, like, those more granular sizes, really you're looking at increased cost, because the reason they have it in these lower sizes, these more standardized sizes, is to keep costs down. And that's all well and good. And to be fair, a lot of people fit in those standard sizes pretty decently. I don't. A little too tall and a little too lanky. So it's never really worked out well for me. Same with dress shirts. I cannot buy a dress shirt, like a collared shirt with buttons that says, well, I can, kind of. If I buy it as an XLT, an extra large tall, that's close. That's pretty darn close to being about right. But most places don't do it in a tall or a short option. They just have large XL, 2XL. So it limits where I can buy shirts from. They either need to have a tall option or they need to have proper shirt sizes. Yeah, the enshittification of streaming, for sure. For sure. How slow does that counter go up without the speed up? Alright, 1. And I'll stop it when I get to 100. That's 100. So I don't know, you could probably do the math there to figure out how long it would take to get to 30,720. Too long, I would say. Speed up is a good thing in this case. This music from Pangya bears a passing resemblance to the Cisco hold music. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. That's good. It's those synth claps. It's that MIDI clap percussion that really does it. I did think about just making the Cisco hold music my standard default bump intro music, like pre-stream. But apparently that music gives my wife PTSD flashbacks, because a lot of the phones she's had to be on hold for have basically used that and only that, and so she has a visceral reaction to it. Whereas, with my experience in phone systems, I've listened to a lot of different hold musics out there. So, I don't know, when I hear the Cisco hold music, it's kind of a treat. I don't hear it too often, and I kind of dig it. But, you know, my perspective is very skewed, I think. Oh, this is good epic boss music for this punching compilation. Hell yeah. Yeah, but we didn't do any of the telephony. None of the Cisco stuff I did had anything to do with phone systems. That was purely to do with their switches and their routers. Fun fact for you that maybe I've mentioned on stream before, the operating system for Cisco routers is called iOS, and it has been since the 90s. And Apple has to pay Cisco licensing fees in order to call their Apple operating system on their iPhones iOS. So that's kind of funny, kind of a fun, weird fact for you. Oh, good. I'm glad that people out there appreciate all of my wacky contraptions I can use to play musics. Alright. We're gonna do the last 100 legit and at standard speed. We're in the final stretch here. Alrighty. Here we go. Why couldn't they come up with their own OS name? I mean, depending on who you ask, Steve Jobs and coming up with original ideas are not sentences that should be used together if you can help it. Alright, we died. We died. We died in the treasure caves. We did it. Citizen Kane. Pure cinema. I do not fear the man who practiced 30,000 punches one time. I fear the man who practiced one punch 30,000 times. Exactly. Exactly. I think that's about as much as I can stand of this game for today. It's one of the games of all time. We might try and come back to it here one of these days, but it ain't gonna be high on my to-do list. We'll put it that way. It's the lack of healing options is really what irks me. Like, the game is convoluted. You know, you need a walkthrough. That sucks. And I don't know how the Japanese public were supposed to figure this out. You know, back in the day, you could make an argument. And it was like, oh, well, you just, you know, make sure you're subscribed to Nintendo Power, and then you can solve the game. And I've never really loved that argument for puzzle games either. And I don't know if Nintendo had a equivalency of Nintendo Power in Japan. I suspect in 1986 they didn't. I doubt they were that cool. Was there an official guide released? Okay, good. I'm glad there was. You know, because otherwise your option is to punch your head against the wall as you try and figure out what the right answer is. And that's just not very good gameplay. So yeah, all I can do is kind of follow instructions. I'm like, okay, here's how you play the game. Oh, good. They released a guide that gave you wrong information. Love when guides do that. It's so good. It's my favorite. So good. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap up. So say goodbye. We'll let the Quints say goodbye too. They love you all very much. What are we doing next time? I think we're going live on like I want to say Tuesday. And we might be doing if I can get it working, we might be doing an online game. We might be doing a MMO. That the wife grew up with. We might be doing some Wizard 101, which is something I was definitely aware of growing up, but never ever touched. So we will we'll see what that looks like. So that's the plan for Tuesday. More details in the Discord to come, I'm sure. All right. That's it. I'm done. Roblox? No. Webkins? No. RuneScape? I'd think about it, but probably not. No. All right. You have a good night. Take care.